last year I gave some pretty good predictions on what I thought was gonna happen in 2021. And if you followed them, then you probably made a lot of money. So in this video, I'm gonna give you my top 5 predictions for 2022, some of which are a little out of the box. Real quick, before we jump into the video, I wanna let you know that we are starting the Wealthy Way 60-day challenge. We're gonna be giving out prizes including cash, coaching, and other things for those who complete the challenge. Now you might be wondering, what exactly do you have to do? Well, it's pretty simple. For 60 days straight, you're gonna be doing daily tasks that are gonna help you live the wealthy way. Here are the 6 different tasks. First is you're gonna pray or meditate for 10 minutes a day. Second is you're gonna read for 20 minutes a day. The third is you're gonna work on a new stream of income for 30 minutes. Number 4 is you're gonna talk to somebody for 15 minutes a day to see how they're doing. The 5th is you're gonna exercise for 45 minutes a day and stick to a diet. And number 6 is you're gonna post on social media doing one of those activities with the hashtag WealthyWay60. Now doing all these things will take 2 hours a day. And after 60 days straight of doing this, I believe you're going to develop these habits for a consistent basis and drastically change your life. And on top of that, within the Wealthy Way Planner, we've created a section where you can mark off doing these tasks and keep track of your 60-day challenge. And this is how we're gonna be rewarding people with their prizes. So if you wanna sign up for this challenge, go to wealthyway.com and it's all completely free. You can get access to the planner, you can join our Discord community where other people are going through it, and you can get the Wealth Builder Academy. So go check it out and join me on this challenge. Now, let's jump into the video. Now, real quick, let's go over the 5 predictions I made in 2021 so you have some context. All 5 of them ended up playing out pretty perfectly, which kind of devalues it today. Mainly because it seems obvious in hindsight, but if you think back to 2020, it was not so obvious. Back in December of 2020, the economy was very uncertain. We were in the middle of a lockdown. We just got a brand new president. People weren't sure what was gonna happen. As we now know, 2021 was a crazy year for business and investing, so those fears were unfounded. Also during that time, the vaccines were not yet available to everybody. A very common belief was that once it was available, everything else would go back to normal and we'd be back on with our lives. Obviously that did not happen. As we sit here in 2022, we are still wearing masks, people are still arguing about the vaccine. So even though those predictions seem obvious today, they were definitely not obvious at the time. So let's talk about what I think is gonna happen in 2022 so we can be prepared. The first prediction I'm making is related to money and interest rates. I believe that interest rates are gonna be lower this year and we're gonna print the same amount of money as last year. And this is crazy because everyone knows we have inflation, so if we lower the interest rates and we increase the money supply further, inflation is gonna increase as well. But honestly, I think we're at the point of no return. The government has no choice but to continue lowering rates and to continue printing money if we wanna keep this economy going. Now, I recently did do a video talking about how I think it's going to play out. I do believe they're gonna announce that they're gonna be tapering and raising rates, but that fear is gonna cause a mini little crash and then they're gonna lower rates again. So in 2022, you might see rates go up for a little bit during the year, but by the end of the year, I'm betting that they're gonna be lower than they were before. Second prediction I'm making is that crypto and real estate are going to rise significantly. I'm not talking about that they're just gonna go up at 3%. I think we're gonna have another year just like 2021 where they have some crazy gains, better gains than ever before. If the first prediction plays true where the government's printing more money and we're lowering rates, that money is going to flow into assets. And as we have seen since the start of the pandemic in 2020, real estate and crypto have seen some of the biggest gains. So I expect the same to happen, and it's why I'm investing so much money into real estate and NFTs. I believe that the NFT space in crypto is gonna have a crazy run, and I understand that side far better than I understand just the coins. The third prediction I'm making is somewhat vague, but I hope you understand the idea of what I'm trying to convey. I believe we're gonna have a revolutionary type technological advancement for consumers. So what I mean by that is there's been many technological things that have happened that we would call very big for consumers. One would be the internet, another one would be the iPhone. And I know there's a ton of technological things happening in the background, but they're not really things consumers see. And I believe someone's gonna come out with something that is completely revolutionary that we have never seen with mass adoption yet. There's something called Moore's Law, which states that technology is increasing at an exponential rate while also getting cheaper. An example of this would be how we consume content. Think about it years ago. The only way to consume content was through the TV. You pay $100 a month for cable. Today, you could go watch YouTube for free. You can go consume social media for free. You can go get a Netflix subscription for 15 bucks, which has far more than cable ever had. These are all technological advances that are giving us more value, but also becoming cheaper. For instance, I've been golfing a lot lately, and I bought a flight monitor for $400 from Rapsodo. And it tracks my ball distance, it tracks the club head speed, it tracks the ball flight. It's really crazy, and the fact that they're able to get all of that information from just using my phone is absolutely insane. You used to have to buy a golf simulator for $20,000, and now I have a legit one for 400 bucks just using my phone. And no, they're not paying me to say this. I'm just using it as an example to show you that tech is getting so much better and cheaper at the same time. And it's with this same assumption that I created the Wealthy Way. Like some of my other products, I could have charged for the course, or charged for the app, or charged to join the Discord group. But I've realized that the more value you give for free, and the more people enjoy your product, the more that it will lead to in the long run. So expect the world to continue in this manner when it involves tech. So what are some of the crazy revolutionary things that we might see this year? I think it's possible we might see truly autonomous driving from Tesla or from one of these other people. Tesla has been beta testing their full self-driving, but it is not yet legal. I think that could change this year, and if it does, having cars that drive themselves is a true game changer. And Tesla is just one piece of it. You've also got Uber and Google. There's even rumors of the Apple car where they're all working on this same thing. Someone is bound to get it right. Tesla has even talked about releasing a new cell phone. I don't know what that would be or what the difference is, but if they did, my guess is it's gonna be revolutionary. But throwing some other random ideas out there, we might see something with robots, we might see something with AI. The whole point of it being revolutionary is that no one really knows what it's gonna be until it's here. So I'm expecting something completely new and completely game-changing. The fourth prediction I'm making is that the metaverse talk is going to completely explode in 2022. Right now, there's a huge race between the decentralized metaverses and the centralized metaverses because they all know how powerful it is. You're gonna see these crypto metaverses competing with the likes of Facebook or now Meta. The way I would envision the rush to the metaverse is how we saw the rush to streaming. Initially, Netflix does their thing and proves the concept. And because they were first to market, they ended up getting the biggest market share. As they did that, everyone else realized that they were really late and they all rushed to get into streaming. You saw Disney do it, you saw Hulu, you saw the big cable networks, you saw Amazon. All these companies had to play catch up to Netflix, and they don't want to do the same thing again when it comes to the metaverse. So even though everyone thinks Facebook is the only company working on it, you can be guaranteed that Apple, Amazon, and Google are all working on their own as well. And this is why I'm so invested in an NFT project called Neo Tokyo. That's a version of a decentralized metaverse, and that's where I'm gonna focus my attention. If I'm gonna make products and services in the metaverse, I'd rather do it in a place where I can own the land versus doing it on Facebook or one of these other companies where they own it. But expect that NFTs and digital assets are going to explode in 2022 because of this. The fifth prediction I'm making is that these supply chain issues are going to continue into 2022 throughout the entire year. I believe that cars are still gonna be way overvalued and aren't changing anytime soon. I still think we're gonna have chip shortages. I think we're gonna have shortages for housing materials. I would guess that gas gets more expensive. And when you combine supply constraints and lower interest rates and more money printing, things are gonna go up pretty significantly. But those are my predictions for 2022. Let me know in the comments which ones you agree with and what predictions you have for the upcoming year. Also, make sure you go to wealthyway.com and download all the free resources. I'll catch you on the next video. Peace.